All right, YouTube, back with another video. This video, just wanted to talk for a little bit. I'll try not to be too long-winded. Wanted to talk a little bit about the G80 M3. I've owned this now for about 2 months, and wanted to provide some honest feedback. So I've watched some reviews of other G80 owners, the M3s and maybe the M4s as well, and kind of to get an idea of what some of them think after owning the vehicle for however long. I've owned it for now 2 months. I have about 1,120 miles, which means that my break-in service is due around the corner. And some of the comments, some have asked, what are my thoughts with the manual? Because mine is a manual, and absolutely love the manual. Really, no complaints. Early on, it took a while to get used to. Shifting from first to second, sometimes second to third, was a little choppy. But I guess with driving it a bit, gotten used to shifting, and really no complaints. This car is absolutely a beast. Again, I'll try to be quick here, but I've driven M's before. I had an E36. I had two E36 M3s. One was automatic, one was a manual. I had an E46 M3. I think I had two of those as well, both being manual. I also drove an SMG one as well. Um, didn't get into the E92 or the F80 platform. Took a little break from that, but once the G80 came out, and I mean, I just love the entire design. So getting into my review and my thoughts, having M's before, absolutely love this car. It is, I said it before, it is a beast. It's extremely fast, extremely fast. So here are my thoughts. When I ordered this car, it was I think it was last June, July is when I placed the order. I was initially placing an order for the electric 4 Series, I guess the M version, and I thought long and hard, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm really not going to enjoy that because it's electric, it's fast, but that responsiveness, me being able to shift gears, what have you, and being in control of driving, I didn't quite feel like I would get that from that. So I ended up canceling that order and ordered the M3. And I'm glad I did. So I'll overlay my initial video that I did when I first purchased the car, so you can kind of see the car as I'm kind of showing it around. But if I could do this all over again, I I don't know if I would get the G80 again. It's awesome. It looks amazing. Everything that you've heard as far as the positives, I would co-sign. It's totally amazing. It's honestly a supercar sedan. Um, did a few couple upgrades recently. Did a few upgrades recently. But if I could do it again, I honestly think I might not get the G80. Okay. I think what I would do is I would get maybe an E92 manual, naturally aspirated stock. I think I would go that route. And the reason why is because of this. This M car is extremely expensive. And some might say, well, why'd you buy it? Well, I'd ordered it and I really wanted it. But I like to wrench. I like to do things with cars. I have an E30 IS. It's an 88 in the garage that I've been restoring now for a couple of years. I picked up a 88 E28 M5 that is sitting in storage until I can, get my hands on it and start working on it. I would have preferred something from a price bracket perspective that wouldn't be as high, that would give me the ability to maybe do some things to it, some modifications, and not be too worried about driving it and little rock chips hitting it. When I first got this M, and based on the price range and how the car looked, brand new, I barely drove it. I think I just shared a little while ago that after 2 months, I only have 1,000 miles on it. And part of that is because I only go to the office twice a week. So with that being said, I'm not really putting a lot of miles on it. But in addition, it took me over a month schedule wise to get the PPF. And prior to getting the PPF installed, I just didn't want to drive the car. I didn't want anything to happen to this paint and be frustrated with it. So for what it's worth, this car cost, depending upon how you option it. But based on how I optioned mine, this could cost close to 90 grand. And for 90 grand, the question is driving it a few times a week, while it's fast, while it's fun, I don't know if it's completely worth it. I'm never going to track this car. That's just not what I do. And to really feel the power, you got to go fast. I mean, you got to be in the 6,000 RPM band to really feel that turbo spooling in. And that's just way too fast for the street. Now, the E36, granted, this is a 20-year-old car. That's my favorite M car, by the way, the E36M, 240 horsepower, the US model. But you can really drive that. You can really push it. You can really feel it and enjoy the M car. The E46, that was about 333 horsepower. That's still pretty fast, but I still feel as though that's a good model to have to really push the car and really enjoy getting the 60, 70, maybe 80 miles per hour, um, when the roads are open. But in this G80, I mean, you can get to 70, 80 miles per hour going from third to fourth, and you got to take it easy, and that's it. So, I mean, I'm enjoying the drive. It's an amazing vehicle. If I could do it again, for what it's worth, I'll be honest with you, 1,000%, I probably would do something different. I don't know how many reviewers are saying that, and as you're deliberating on whether or not you want to, order one, ordering one, the journey is fun. Costs are high. I'm not gonna hold you, but as far as getting into one and driving it, there's nothing like it. So just to be able to experience it, I would say give it a shot. But if you're debating between the price tag, but you want an M and you want to be able to enjoy the ride, anyone that asks me after me owning this now for 2 months, I would say check out a resale on one of the older M's, something that's just not quite as fast, something that you can really experience driving, 60, 70, maybe 80 miles per hour going through third, fourth, fifth gear and just really feeling it, the way the M car is designed. Now, if I was tracking the car, racing it, things of that nature, then it would probably be different. I would probably get more joy out of it in that sense. But street use, daily driving, whenever I do drive it back and forth, I probably wouldn't do it again. But but I'm not really looking to sell it. For one, if I try to sell it, I probably will lose a bunch of money. So, so I'm looking to sell it. I'll continue to baby it. I have a break-in service coming up this Tuesday. So I'll get the oil changed and then I'll be able to really kind of push it a bit. I am driving on the Pirellis. I hear that the Michelin Power Sports are much better. So I'll probably look to do that upgrade maybe next summer. I'm in Maryland right now. We're in winter. So it's really not going to see too much driving. I don't know what happened to my video there. I think my car must have turned on. But in any event, great car. It's amazing. The manual shifts perfectly. Another question people had was regarding the entertainment system. So I have the 2023 full display. I think that's the iDrive 8, I believe is what it's called. Um, Absolutely love it. No complaints. I've gotten used to it. I can get the climate control quickly. I can toggle back and forth, no issues. So for any of you that have reservations regarding the new entertainment system, iDrive 8, the large screen, no complaints. I saw reviews earlier about it, and a lot of people felt as though, look, they would have preferred the older, I guess the iDrive 7, but honestly, I have no complaints. I traded in a 2022 X5 to get this, and that had, I guess, iDrive 7. So I was very familiar with that. So my transition from iDrive 7 to this, no complaints, no complaints. So really, at the end of the day, as far as the vehicle is concerned and how I've optioned it, the drive, the performance, honestly, there's no complaints with the vehicle. It's just going to come down to the why behind getting it. I didn't get this to daily drive as an upgrade from my X5. I did it because I wanted an M car, and this was the newest thing out, and I wanted something new. Now, having it, driving it for 2 months, a little over 1,000 miles, leading to the break-in service, I've had some time to think about it, and I think if I would do the things over again, yeah, I probably would get the E92. big fan of the F80, and I've seen some videos about it being able to hold the power and things of that nature. But the E92 naturally aspirated, that's kind of what I like. And if I could do it again, that's what I would do. E92 manual, the coupe, probably, I don't know what the color codes are, but probably the blue one is what I would probably prefer. But in any event, this is my video for review. I'll post some other videos coming soon about further things that I might end up doing with the car. But for now, it's staying stock. Got PPF in the front bumper, the front hood, and the side mirror caps. I think that's what we did. So just the front end is what I did. And yeah, no complaints. Thanks, guys. Bye.